Welcome to 2.0 Conference in Las Vegas. My name is Maria Fuentes, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, I'm Fredrick Redd with the Paco Group. We're based out of New York City, and we specialize in transportation infrastructure consulting.
Amazing. Awesome. So, you are a Fluid Conference USA Spring 2025 honoree. So, tell me, how does it feel to receive recognition for your accomplishments?
Well, I'm quite honored to get this, to receive this award, and it's just been contributed to a lot of hard work and just experience with sticking to what I love to do for a living.
That's amazing. Love that. So, tell me, what advice would you give someone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
I would tell them to follow your passion, educate yourself, and be persistent, and always be willing to adopt and change.
That's some really good advice. I love that.
Thanks.
It's really good. I love that. Awesome. So, how has your learning, or I'm sorry, how has your learning and networking experience been so far at the Fueled Conference USA?
It's been fantastic. With several of the speakers that I saw present yesterday,
Yeah.
I connected with them after the conference. We connected. We're going to keep in touch. And then the network item and on the floor, I connected with a lot of some of the vendors here. And the happy hour was amazing because I met somebody that actually works in Manhattan and lives exactly like a mile from me. So what are the odds? What are the odds? So we connected. So
Yeah.
I've been having a really great time meeting
Yeah.
people and connecting.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Where can I go? Where can I go socialize for you guys?
Yeah, just follow me.
Yeah, right? I love that. Super cool. Well, okay. So tell me, where can others reach you for collaborations and advice?
Well, they can reach me on my LinkedIn profile,
Okay.
Fredrick Redd on LinkedIn, and you can see me on our company's website at pacogroup.com. But that's just a general contact information. But
Right.
the LinkedIn is the
It's like
easier.
the best one.
Yes.
Okay. So
And it's
everyone.
Fredrick Redd versus Fred Redd as I introduce myself.
There we go. Well, you guys heard it there and there, okay? Amazing. So, the next question for you is, could you let us know what led you to winning this award?
That's a great question. I'm assuming that it's attributed to my hard work, education, following my passion, always adapting, and I'm continuing to learn. And that passion fuels everything in my life. So both in the office and out of the office.
Okay.
So
Love that. That's amazing. Okay. And then next question, how do you think this industry is transforming lives at a global state?
great question. Um, the company I work for is engineering. We do engineering services for the transportation infrastructure.
Okay.
So how we're transforming lives is the projects that we're working on. Uh, we're on the forefront of some leading technologies, and that can be expanded globally. So what we're doing in New York, for example, some of the major projects can reverberate globally in France or Paris or Australia, or so it's really exciting.
Yeah. So it's like it just continues to expand and grow to
Yes.
different places.
Yes, and by New York
Wow.
being one of the largest hubs in the world,
Right.
that's why we're sort of a leader in some of the technologies.
Right. Yeah, you
Yes.
guys are in the Big Apple.
Yes,
That's
yes.
amazing. Awesome. Okay. So next question is, how has how has the conference been for you so far?
Well, one of the things that I like about conferences is because there's so many subjects,
Right.
but if I can take away at least three or four golden nuggets in a conference, I'm happy. So far I've got 3 the first day, and I
Okay.
got 2 this morning. So I'm really happy because it's really important to get perspectives from other industry people that have the
Right.
experience, and then I'm taking notes and writing down. I'm getting advice on things that work or things that don't work, and so
Yeah.
I'm taking back some really valuable stuff that I'm going to use in my day-to-day operations as well. Another point is I'm VP operations, but I'm also Chief Business Development Officer. So that's
Okay, super
it's
cool.
all it's all mixed together with
Yeah.
what I do. So
Yeah, so just getting advice from, like you said, other people in the industry, letting you know what you can, or not what you can and can't do, but
yeah,
advice
that
on,
too.
like, how to be more successful, which is really, really cool.
Right. I mean, learning what some people have tried that didn't work, or what are the hot apps, what are the social,
Yeah.
what are the hot AI apps that are that the industry is gravitating toward. I mean, there's certain things that you really won't know until you have other people express, hey, I've used this, it doesn't work, but this is the better application, or this is the better
Right.
process.
Yeah.
Those types of things are invaluable. So
That's very true, because you don't have to go through that same trial and error. It's
exactly.
you actually get to skip that part, and now you have testimonies from people that are like, yeah, this works, this doesn't work, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, so that's what I think is the value of the conferences, because that's where the
Right.
learning takes place.
Right.
Because
The
we're all
connecting.
professional, but it's getting those different ideas
Yeah.
and expanding on those and learning from that. So
Yeah. Super cool.
oh, thank you.
Super cool. Awesome. And then the last question for you is going to be, could you tell us where we can find your company's information to reach out to? I think you already answered this, but
I'll do it
you can answer
again.
it,
We
yeah, one more
we
time.
are we can be found at www.pacogroup.com.
There we go. Amazing. Well, Fred,
Yes.
thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. And we just look forward to hopefully seeing you next year and
Hope so.
hear more about your accomplishments.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.